Hello chess lovers, I have an interesting game for you played by two legendary players. With the white pieces is playing Mikhail Tal and his opponent is Viswanathan Anand. The game was played in 1989. Though at that time Mikhail Tal was rated higher 2610 and Anand's rating was 2515, but at that time Mikhail Tal had serious health issues and on the other hand Viswanathan Anand was a 20-year-old rising star full of energy and motivation. Let's see how this game progressed. Mikhail Tal started with c4 English opening, c5 by Anand, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight d4, e3, knight takes f3, queen takes f3, g6, b3, bishop g7, bishop b2, d6, g3, rook b8, bishop g2, knight h6, queen d1, both opening the bishop's diagonal, and at some point white can go for this d4. We see castling by both sides, bishop d7, a4, preventing any possible counterplay on the queen side, bishop c6, d4, bishop takes g2, king takes g2, rook c8, queen d3, c takes d4, e takes d4, and knight f5. Finally, Anand brings into the game the knight from the edge of the board. d5, queen b6. Now the pawn on b3 is hanging and knight d1. We see an exchange of dark square bishops and a strong response by Anand e5. Tal captured on e6. Well, if you want capture at some point, black can bring into life this f5, f4 idea. This is going to be a very dangerous attack. That's why we see d takes e6. But on the other hand, this allows black to capture on e6 with the f pawn and open up the rook's file. Rook d1, rook f6, rook d2, e5, queen d5 check, king g7, queen b5, queen c7, and not a good move by Tal, c5. It turns out that after this move, suddenly all black pieces are getting very active. It was better to place the queen again on d5 square with equal chances, but instead after queen c7 we see c5. Now of course black can't capture on c5 with a d pawn because of this rook d7 check. That's why after c5 we see queen takes c5. In return, Tal is capturing on b7, giving a check. Rook c7, queen d5, queen b4, rook d1 and rook c5. Now can you see how suddenly black queen and rook became very active? Queen a8, queen takes b3, knight d3, rook c2, queen e4, rook c4, queen d5, queen c3. White's position is becoming more and more unbearable. Mikhail Tal played rook b2, but after this move white's position is just collapsing. Well, a better move was knight e1, though after rook takes a4, rook c2, queen a5, queen takes a5, rook takes a5, knight f3. This is an endgame where black has two extra pawns and is going to be very hard for white to draw the game. But after queen c3 we see rook b2, and now this is even worse. Here comes rook d4, rook b7 check, king h6. There is nothing wrong with black king, the king is in safety. Queen b5, and there it goes, a beautiful tactical shot by Anand. Knight e3 check. Mikhail Tal played king g1. Of course you can't capture on e3 because of this queen c2 check. If king g1 then simply queen takes d1 check. Now if king g2 then queen f1 checkmate. Or after queen takes d1 check, if knight d1, this is easy, white king is getting checkmated. Here black can play a very beautiful move. Rook h4 check. If g takes h4 then queen f3 checkmate. Let's go back. After knight e3 check we see king g1, queen c2, rook f1, and here Anand simply captured on d3 and Mikhail Tal resigned. You can't even recapture on e3 because if f takes e3 then simply rook takes f1 check followed by rook d1 checkmate. Your comments and questions please. I hope that you enjoyed this game. Good luck.